Good morning. It should be day 31. Hope I'm not wrong. I do this every morning now, don't I? Beard check. Awfully fluffy. Man, so it rained most of the night, probably from about midnight to about 5 a.m. with a little bit of like thunderstormy action right at the end, like between 3 and 5. It was just a steady rain. It wasn't like howling or wind driven or anything. So right before I went to sleep, I worried that it would be a strong storm. So I got out and staked the tarp down tighter. But that just means I have a smaller drip footprint, and everything got kind of splattery. If I'd have left it out further, it would have been more of a, wind sail if it were a windy storm. But would have had a bigger dry area underneath, so I need to pay attention to that. Anyway, it stopped raining about 5 a.m. I got up sometime between 6 and 7. So today, we're hiking from the stealth site near Garenflow Gap to Hot Springs. It should be like 7.8 miles. And I should be there by early afternoon. And I'm going to take the rest of the day as well as a 0 tomorrow. And ever since I got up and it's been intermittently sunny and like apocalyptically dark. And it actually rained from about 8:30 to 8:45 while I was starting to pack up and everything. But I'm on the trail and it hasn't rained yet and the sun's peeking through, so who knows. Supposedly it's supposed to be like this till 11, and after that, no more rain. But we'll see. So really just in the last couple of days, 2 or 3 days, I've started realizing that I've been losing weight or feeling it. I'm halfway through week 5 on the trail. My previous longest hike was 3 weeks. I did 290 miles on the Benton Mackay Trail in 21 days with no zeros. And I lost 16 pounds on that hike. At the time, this was 11 years ago, I was doing paleo, so I was already biased in the direction of proteins and fats and away from carbs, and I don't know if that contributed to my weight loss and ketosis on that hike. On this hike, being vegan, I'm certainly taking in a lot more carbs than I was on that one. Also, I'm older by a decade, and my metabolism's different. And nevertheless, I can tell I'm losing weight. I see it in my face. And just in the last 72 hours, I've been feeling it in my backpack and how it fits. Almost to the point where I'm wondering if I need a new backpack. Or if I just haven't got this dialed in and got used to the new settings since I've been noticing that, because I feel like I'm cinching and hitching constantly all day long, like it's an ill-fitting backpack all of a sudden. And it could just be I'm not pulling the right strings, the right combination of straps just yet. That's one cool thing about a pre-spring hike that I had never really considered before, is you can see the shelters oftentimes from a long way off, which is kind of cool to, sometimes like Davenport Gap shelter was way down below the trail. And you don't really notice that when you're hiking in the summertime. But when the trees are down, you're hiking along and all of a sudden you realize you're looking straight down into a rooftop. That's kind of cool, and it's really far off. So here we are approaching Deer Park Shelter, and it's looks like this trail just kind of loops around in a big arc because the shelter's off to my right, kind of way off to my right now. Hey, look, the privy latch is also ablaze. Those 2.9 to the Laughing Heart, 3.2 to the center of town, which is kind of where the Dollar General and the Outfitter are. I don't know if Samil is meeting me where I pop out of the woods, which is right across from Laughing Heart, or from whatever that first hostel is, or I told her if she doesn't find me walking down the road or where I pop out of the woods, then meet me at the Outfitter, because I'll be headed there. So that's where I'm headed. Oh, I should get some water. Should I? I can go an hour and a half with no water. I've got I don't want to sit here and bother. I've got my 3/4 of a liter of water with vitamin C tablets dissolving in it right now in my B-roll bottle. Hot Springs. Oh, hello. Yeah, just
They also have Big Burger, so you can get all these things.
he's back.
That's your fried okra.
I got a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. I can't talk. So good morning. I'm just making a wild guess that it's day 32. As always, we're just driving around Hot Springs, running errands, looking for other hikers that I don't know their contact information other than I know they're around here somewhere. And pretty soon I'm going to need to make a run to the next town over to find an Ingalls, I think, because there's slim pickings here between the Dollar General and the Hillbilly Market. But it's really cold here and it's starting to rain. But I don't really know my way around town well enough to looks like an interesting store, to know how to find people other than just popping my head in at the known hostels. So we drove all the way to Marshall's to find a grocery store. Marshall the town to find a grocery store for resupply. Not that Hillbilly Market and the Outfitter is bad, but there's a few more options here for my picky diet. Let's get one of these. And a Starbucks. So we ended up with quite a haul because we are going to be making chicken and dumplings in our Airbnb kitchen for some other hikers. Kind of a last minute indulgence, I guess. So we're scrambling around, putting together all the ingredients.
The old Gulf Station.
Everything's made of that stone.
The destination is on your right. Mad Company, Brew House. Arrived.
So I was out shopping. We were out shopping for resupply, and we had to go all the way to Marshall, North Carolina, to find a store that had better vegan options. So I'm here with my girlfriend Samil, and we stopped in at the Marshall Brewing Company. I'm waiting for a sign. Madco, Marshall, Madison County Brewing Company. I'll blur that, edit into that for some pizzas. I got I'll flip it around. I wasn't rolling. So I got the vegan interpretation of the arugula, fig, and caramelized onion, vegan crust, vegan cheese. And then Samil, of course, got the meat lovers because we all know. Working on a little trail magic here for having some hikers over for dinner. And I am dividing up our shopping spree into individual days of food for the next week. Go to my trusty food bag. I can always blur. I can add blur.
Yeah.
I know how to do that. Yeah, this will take some creative editing on it. This is not the hot spring spa. This is not water from the center of the earth, but it's the same net effect. I guess it's less therapeutic because the chlorine's drying out your skin instead of the natural minerals